Hello everyone, welcome to DIS. My name is Eric Chang and I'm one half of the PRO of the Student Council. I'm going to be taking you on a little journey through some of the most important places in DIS. Come on, let's go. So right near the parking lot is of course the main entrance. And what do we have in the main entrance? Well, we have Uncle Frank. Uncle Frank is known to take control of traffic around here, and he's also in charge of any deliveries if you want. If you want your parent to deliver a certain thing to you, please come here to retrieve it. Uncle Frank's in there right now, I don't know if you can see him. And yeah. And to the left part of the main entrance is Miss Greta. Miss Greta is known to do a lot of things. Oh, we have Miss Bing. Miss Bing, come on. Yeah, we're Miss Bing.
Hello. Hello.
Miss Greta is known to help us with a lot of things. If we need an extra communication with teachers inside the office, she'll be here. Oh, she's eating her lunch right now, I apologize. Yeah, and yeah, Miss Greta is very friendly. So yeah, right next to Miss Greta is the guidance counselor's office. There's three people in here. There's Anne, Father Thomas, and Miss G. They will be talking with you if you have any certain issues or problems with your personal life or academic career. Right now, I think we only have Father Thomas and Miss Anne here. Miss Anne is right here. She's in charge of our careers also. And Father Thomas is in charge of counseling for the boys in high school and middle school. Miss Jihan is not here right now, but she's in charge of lower school. Yes. So this is the guidance counselor's office. Feel free to come in here and talk to your counselors. So right now we're inside the teacher's office, which students like us are not meant to be. But since we're recording this video, we have special privileges. This is where all the teachers will be at. And as you come here to the big office, it's where our academic coordinator will be, Mr. Joe. He's in charge of all our grades and all our classes, and he'll be around. Like, you'll see him very often. He's like 6'10". Yeah, great. Thank you. Okay. In the front portion of the entrance is where the clinic will be. And as you all know, the clinic is where the nurse is. If you have a headache or a stomach ache, just come in and give her a knock. And I know she'll try her best. Is Nurse Grace here? Or is only Nurse Cheryl?
Cheryl.
Well, the only nurse here right now is Nurse Cheryl. And she's like the assistant, or like the backup. And the primary nurse is Nurse Grace, but she's not here right now. Right below the main entrance is the cafeteria. And as you all know, this is the place where we eat lunch and just hang out with our friends a bit. But since it's COVID season, I'm not sure if we could hang out at all. And further down is our apa'ai, and that's where you could get a few snacks, a few drinks, your new school uniform, etc. She's gonna be in charge of, as I said, the uniforms, and as you see, all the uniforms are back there. And here are a few of her helpers. When you're gonna come here to buy snacks and etc., talk to them. They're nice. All right, thank you.
Go. Thank you.
So this is the prefect of discipline office. It's located on the second floor near the main entrance of the gym. And this is where Mr. Tang, Sister Rosa, and the newly added prefect of discipline member, Mr. Mervin, will be at. If you're in trouble or if you cause any problems, they'll call you in here to give you a good shouting. Right now, Mr. Tang is in here. Yes. There's Mr. Tang. And that's gonna be Mr. Mervin, and Sister Rosa's gonna be all the way back there. You do not want to come in here. Yeah. Thank you. And as I said earlier, that office is near the main entrance of the gym. And this is where you can walk to the gym. This is our gym. You'll be spending a lot of time here if you're part of the sports team or just if you're in PE class. We'll be playing a lot of sports here, and our athletic director and also our PE teacher, Mr. Pito's office is right here. We'll be right here working. And if you have any questions or problems regarding sport issues, please feel free to come talk to him. He's a very nice dude. Thank you. If you want to borrow books or print something that you forgot to print at home, please come to the library. There's a lot of computers here. And yeah, just this. And these are our librarians. So they will be in charge of helping us with anything that we need in the library. Yeah. Next. On the third floor is where the Stuco office is located. And inside the Stuco office is for, well, of course, student council members. And on certain occasions, such as when you order a hoodie, you could come here to get your hoodie, etc. If you have any questions regarding certain events, please feel free to just knock on the door and whoever's inside will answer. As of right now, Mr. Gosh is inside and some Stuco members are inside too. So I finished walking through all the important areas of the EIS, and that's pretty much it. As representing Stuco, us and fellow Stuco members wish all of you to have a great year. Thank you.
Good morning, Dominicans, teachers, and parents. Welcome back to school. I'm Brandon Huang from Student Council, and I'll be presenting the middle school and high school student orientation. So we're gonna have 4 parts today. First part, we're gonna have rules and guidelines. Second part, tardiness. Third part, clinic, cafeteria use. And last, we got teacher, admin, staff list. So let's begin. Rules and guidelines. So we have school-wide prayers. There are school-wide prayers in the morning and before lunch. Classroom activities should stop while students and teachers are required to stand up. Dress code. For uniform must be worn at all times except on free dress days, which will be announced by the school administration. Haircuts. Boys' forehead must be seen. Hair should not cover ears or color. No hair gel, and you cannot dye your hair. No asymmetrical hairstyles or shaven heads. Earrings, accessories are prohibited for boys. For girls, no more than 1 pair. No nose rings, tongue rings, lip rings, etc. No makeup, no nail enamel. No sports shoes, sneakers, except with the PE uniform. PE uniform must be worn in PE class along with predominantly white and black sneakers. No PE uniforms outside of PE class. No tattoos. And most importantly, IDs must be worn at all times on campus. Boys' uniform. White or long sleeve shirts, blue ties, navy blue trousers, black socks, black leather dress shoes. For winter, we have winter sweaters with the school insignia may also be worn in winter. Only plain white scarves are allowed and no hats unless approved by the prefect of discipline or principal. Uniforms for girls, it's slightly different. White short, long sleeve blouses, blue ties, blue pleated skirts, white socks, black leather dress shoes, may wear black winter weight pantyhose in winter or white knee-high socks. And for winter sweater, it's same as the boys. And also no hats unless approved by the school. Other general rules. Regarding classrooms, we're not allowed to enter without teacher. And if no teacher is present, then student must line up outside the door. Students should wait to be dismissed at the end of a lesson. Leave rooms clean with nothing under the desks. For mobile phones, Students are not allowed to use smartphones on campus unless given permission by a teacher. Phones should be kept in bags at all times, and if a student uses a mobile phone in hallways or bathrooms during the day, then it will be confiscated and handed over to protective discipline. Other general rules: laptops, tablet, computers are allowed under the condition that they are kept on desks during the lesson and used for educational purpose if so intended by the teacher. Other electronics: no other electronics devices are allowed on campus. Other device will be confiscated. So here we got our infraction system. We divide it into 4 different levels. For level 1 infraction, it includes classroom rules violation, dress code violation, late for class. For level 2, yellow card, it includes such as disrespecting teachers or staff, running hallways. For level 3, orange card includes bullying, racial slurs, tobacco use. Level 4, red card includes cheating in exam, bomb threat, possession of weapons. All right, so we move on to tardiness. Tardiness in school. In between 7:55 to 9 a.m., student will be considered tardy, which means say, please be on time, please arrive school before 7:55. And if student does not punch an ID, student will be considered tardy. 3 tardy from school equivalent to 1 day absent. On the occasion of a third tardy later than 9 a.m., a conference will be held with the parents. If a student is tardy 3 or more times in 1 week or 5 or more times in 1 quarter, it will result in detention after school. Absence. For half-day absence, if a student arrives at school between 9 and 12, it is considered as a half-a-day absent. Full day. Any student who arrives at school after 12 is considered absent for the day. Truancy. Should a student be absent from class and found have deliberately avoided attending it, an orange card for truancy is issued. Sick leave. For safety reasons, we need a doctor's receipt or a medical certificate for an excused absence. Tardiness to class. From the second period, should a student be 5 or more minutes late for class, it will count it as absence for that lesson. 3 offenses per subject over a period of 1 quarter results in a yellow card and detention. Absence during assessments. Students who are too sick to have an assessment are required to provide a medical certificate or proof of a real emergency. Students who are unable to provide this evidence will automatically be given a 0 score for the assessment. Students should personally arrange a retest with the teacher. Okay, so let's move on to clinic and cafeteria use. On the map, it points out where the clinic is. It's on the first floor and in between the kindergarten classroom. Our school nurses are Nurse Grace and Nurse Cheryl. Lunch. Eating in the cafeteria, get your temperature measured, sanitize your hands with alcohol. Eating in between 12:20 to 1 o'clock. Please remember to swipe your ID before getting your lunch. And please leave the cafeteria after eating. Last but not least, we have our teachers, admin, staff list. Let's start with admin. Sister Zenaida Achenta OP is our principal. Sister Jackie Manuel OP is our vice principal and campus ministry coordinator. Sister Lorna Alamars OP is our treasurer. Mrs. Joe is our academic coordinator. Mr. Goss is our activity coordinator. Dr. Mersha is the head of recruitment committee and accreditation committee. Ms. Connie is our registrar. Miss Sophie is our administrative secretary. Miss Mary Grace is our cashier. Mr. Tang Tian is the prefect of discipline. Sister Rosa is also the prefect of discipline. Mr. Mervin is the prefect of discipline, pre-K to grade 5 ICT teacher, and grade 6 and higher ICT teacher. Mr. Ian is the head of MIT. Mr. Edwin is the MIT staff, school photographer, and gym manager. Ms. Archie is a school-wide learning program coordinator. Ms. Jihan is lower school counselor. Ms. Iris Chen is a chief librarian. Ms. Doris is librarian. Ms. Rebecca is also librarian. Ms. Apao Shu is the physical resource manager. Father Thomas is our school chaplain and guidance counselor for boys. Ms. Greta is our receptionist. Ms. Eve is our nutritionist and cafeteria manager. All right, so let's move on to teachers. First of all, we have Mr. Samir. He's a social studies and humanities department head and also a grade 10 modern history teacher. Mr. John Eric Mohe is the religious studies department head and also a grade 10, grade 12 religious studies teacher. Dr. Gusto Pito, he is the head of physical and health education department, athletic director, and grade 9 to grade 12 PE teacher. Dr. Edward Solis is a STEM department head, grade 7 and 8 ICT robotics AP statistics teacher. Miss Susan, she's the grade 6 homeroom teacher and grade 8 to grade 11 Chinese teacher. Miss Chanting Lee, she's the grade 6 homeroom teacher and grade 6, grade 7 English language art teacher. Mr. Michael Hoffman, he's the grade 7 homeroom teacher and also a grade 8 and grade 10 science and algebra teacher. Mr. Joseph Amugwe, he's a grade 7 homeroom teacher and also a religious studies teacher. Mr. Andrew Hoganson, he's the grade 8 homeroom teacher and also he's a social studies teacher, AP US history teacher, AP government teacher, and the DIS MUN director. Mr. Wakelin, he's a grade 8 homeroom teacher and grade 7 Thomas and grade 8 English language arts teacher. Ms. Ropeth, he's the grade 9 St. Rose homeroom teacher, EAP teacher, and a senior project advisor. Dr. Sophia Lin, she's the grade 9 homeroom teacher and also grade 9 biology and AP biology teacher. Mr. Tim Sampson, he's a grade 10 homeroom teacher, so as a computer science teacher from grade 9 to grade 12. Ms. Jenny Pan, she's a grade 10 homeroom teacher and also a grade 10 language arts teacher. Mr. Leon Henrico, he's a grade 11 homeroom teacher and also grade 11 language arts teacher, grade 12 advanced composition teacher. Ms. Yvonne Lee, she's a grade 11 homeroom teacher and also pre-calculus and calculus teacher. Mr. Bill Wolf, he's a grade 12 homeroom teacher, language art teacher, and an AP capstone teacher. Ms. Janice, she's a grade 12 homeroom teacher and also a grade 6 science teacher, grade 12 senior project, and grade 12 family consumer science teacher. Ms. Catherine Tang is a grade 9 language art teacher and also a grade 10 EAP teacher. Dr. Patrick, he's a grade 12 community service project teacher and grade 11 global issue teacher. Mr. David Leon, he's a grade 6 social studies and grade 11 American history teacher. Mr. Simon Jatta, he's a grade 6 and grade 7 math teacher. Mr. Isaac, he's a grade 8 algebra and grade 9 geometry teacher. Mr. Joe Fell, he's an art teacher and also the AP Studio Art 2D Design, AP Studio Art Drawing teacher. Mr. Ronaldo Francisco, he's the music teacher for grade 7 to grade 10. And he's also the D-Torch Orchestra conductor. Ms. Zola Lin, she's a lower school music teacher and also the D-Torch Junior Orchestra conductor. Ms. Lillian Chow, she's the lower school and middle school Chinese teacher. Ms. Carolyn Xu, she's the grade 2 to grade 4 CSO teacher and grade 6 to grade 7 Chinese teacher. Mr. Greg Sanders, he's the grade 5 religious studies teacher and grade 6 EOA teacher. Mr. Fukuda, he's the grade 9 to grade 11 Japanese teacher. Ms. Jessie Cardenas is the grade 9 to grade 11 foreign language Spanish teacher. Ms. Bean Rocadio is the health and science teacher for middle school. Mr. Dustin Lewis, he's the grade 7 Blessed Jordan English language art teacher and also the grade 8 EAL teacher. Mr. Erwin Discaya, he's the grade 5 to grade 8 PE teacher and grade 9 to grade 12 health teacher. Dr. Ram Gopal, he's the grade 10 chemistry and earth science teacher, also AP chemistry and further science teacher. Ms. Victoria Santiago, he's the grade 7 pre-algebra teacher and also grade 11 physics and space science teacher. Ms. Mawaka Peter, she's the grade 7 social studies teacher and also an economic teacher. Ms. Ann Portillo, she's the high school counselor and also the teacher of grade 12 psychology. Dr. Karen Lai, she's the AP Calculus and AB and AP Calculus BC teacher. Move on to staff. We have Mr. Ethan Chang for MIT staff. Mrs. Junia Chen is an electrician. Mr. Frank Chu is a receptionist. Our supporting staff are Ms. Cecilia He Chen, Mr. Thomas Chen, Mr. Jackie Chu, Ms. Mei Hua He, Ms. Jenny Lin, Ms. Mercy Lin, Ms. Sunny Lin, Ms. Jen Yu Liu, Ms. Hua Mei Lo, Ms. Lily Wang, Mr. Jim Huang, Ms. Fanny Wei, Mr. Thomas Tu. This year we have 2 new staff, Ms. Flora Lee and Ms. Ann Shu. That will do it. Thank you for listening. We wish you all the best and hope to see you soon.